All right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Mets Weekly, as we are live at this very moment on YouTube and on X for watch-along coverage of Mets versus Phillies, Game 84 of 162. Before we begin, I want to remind everyone to subscribe to the Mets Weekly YouTube channel for live episodes of the Mets Weekly podcast following every single regular season series. There will be one tomorrow at 5 o'clock to recap this Mets versus Phillies series. For those of you watching or listening on playback, you want to join the conversation in the future, make sure to turn on those post notifications to know when we go live. Make sure to follow Mets Weekly on X and on TikTok. Follow all of us individually. The links are all in the description. Either way, guys, series finale. The Mets right now on a one-game winning streak. I guess that's, impressive considering the condition of this team. But they have a long way to go, even if they want to get back into this, which I'd say that we can all declare might be a little too late. Either way, 13 games under 500 after the win last night, 6-2 victory. Christian Scott made his return from the injured list. He looked pretty sharp, was on a pitch limit. He was taken out during the fifth inning. The bullpen did a phenomenal job afterwards, locking it down, and it has been doing all season long. As for the Mets offense, the big bats stepped up when we needed them. Francisco Lindor, 2-run triple last night. Juan Soto drove in a run as well. A.J. Ewing got a big hit as well. 2-run single up the middle of the diamond. And the Mets exploded in the later innings against the Phillies bullpen. Either way, we've got ourselves a tough task today. Right now on the screen, they're showing OG Anunoby throwing out the first pitch. It looks like they're giving airway to it, obviously. Not bad. He threw it to Jose Reyes, as I think we all expected that to happen. So not bad. A little high. Not bad. Either way, the pitching matchup today. We've got Cionel Perez on the mound, who will likely be opening. Now, Perez has pitched a decent amount recently out of the bullpen in somewhat long reliefs, getting 4 outs, maybe 5 outs, something like that. Hasn't been amazing. However, he's just going to be getting the first few hitters, especially with the glut of left-handed hitters here, and then that will likely be handed off to Kodai Senga. This game might be a recipe for disaster. You just never know, but we've seen plenty of disaster this year, so you know what? We're just used to it. On the other side, Jesus Luzardo, coming off of a big contract extension in the offseason, which he signed around spring training time. The underlying numbers for him are pretty good. I'm going to tell you, he's above average in pretty much every single category. However, it's definitely been a series of bad defense and bad luck behind him. Big strikeout pitcher, we already know that. Good contact manager as well from the left side. 28 years old. Part of their rotation, going to be a part of their rotation for quite a while. He has an even 4 earned run average on the season, over 92.1 innings pitched. So we'll see what happens. 4-pitch guy, sweeper from the left side. We've seen him plenty. 4-seam that can catch 98 miles an hour. Former top prospect with the A's. Either way, we're just about to get started at Citi Field for this series finale game, a rubber game as the Mets look for a series win, their first in quite a while, not to mention behind starting off right under Andy Green as the interim manager for now. Either way, let's get into these starting lineups before we start. This first for your visiting Philadelphia Phillies, leading off the shortstop Trey Turner, batting second the designated hitter Kyle Schwarber, batting third the first baseman Bryce Harper, batting cleanup the third baseman Alec Boehm, batting fifth the left fielder Brandon Marsh, batting sixth the catcher JT Realmuto, batting seventh the second baseman Bryson Stott, batting eighth the right fielder Derek Hill, and batting ninth the center fielder Justin Crawford. Onto the Mets side, leading off the right fielder Carson Benj, batting second the left fielder Juan Soto, batting third the shortstop Bo Bichette, Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Eric Wagaman. Batting fifth, the designated hitter for today, Francisco Alvarez. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Brett Beatty. And batting ninth, the catcher, Luis Torrens. So yeah, this lineup, no Lindor, which again, we expected some days off in between. However, the Mets are in a very huge state of urgency right now, so that's not fantastic. But either way, that top three, they're probably going to be looking to them a lot. We'll see if Alvarez can get something going against the lefty. Again, I'm not expecting this game to go well, but we'll see, especially given the pitching matchups here. But either way, we're just about ready to go, about 3 minutes away from first pitch. And either way, let's say hello to some of you guys in the chat before we get started here. Let me just overlap this thing before we get started, because that's definitely needed. Cool. That's that. And then also, we are going to change this to this. Perfect. Okay. What's going on, Tony? How you doing? What's up? We got Joe Saturn back to play with the Misfit Toys. Yup. Don't go too far, OG. Damn right. A 1-game winning streak is better than an 8-game losing streak. I think we can all agree that it is. We've got Bill here in the chat saying howdy. Yeah, we're just about ready to go, guys. We are, let's see. Just trying to see. All right, 79 degrees, partly cloudy at Citi Field today. 1:40 first pitch. Tomorrow, they go to Toronto, I believe, for a 7:07 first pitch. So we'll be live for that as well, as we usually are. Let's check something. I think we should be ready to go. Either way, as we begin, it'll be Turner, Schwarber, and Harper to start off this game. Top three so far in all three of these games in this series. All right, so not a bad first pitch by OG Anunoby. Not awful. It's not what he's in New York to do, though, so. All right, so how many... I hope you haven't retired the beanie. No, that's just for podcasts. We have the beanie right here. The beanie's right here. The beanie is the switch off during the podcast. So if you guys do miss the beanie, tune into the podcast, which is live after every series. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 right-handers in against the lefty. Expected, but you kind of want to see Lindor in there. Like, you know, really, we're trying to win here. I get that he's, but I don't know. Whatever. All right, well, there's the lineup for the Phillies. Trey Turner, 5 for 15 against the Mets so far this year. Riding with 3 catchers. We saw the third one yesterday, Mark Chan. Mewtwo back behind the plate today. Here's Cioniel Perez. He's been throwing pretty hard recently. Touch a 98-99 on his sinker. Let's hope he can, I don't know, get outs. I don't even know what to say anymore. Either way, Trey Turner getting ready. There's the Mets defense, left to right, Soto in left. Tyrone Taylor getting the start in center field for the first time in a while since going down on the injured list. And Benj in right field, who's been there every single day. Mark Vientos getting his first start at third base for the season. This should go well. Brett Beatty at second base, which he's been playing a decent amount recently. And then Wagaman at first base. And then, of course, Bo Bichette at shortstop. So not the best defensive alignment here. We'll see how it works. I'm just not really feeling this game, but we will see. Andy Green. In Andy Green we trust, right? I mean, maybe you don't. But either way, Trey Turner leads off here, about to dig in. Trey Turner having himself a rough season so far. 622 OPS. He's 2 for 7 in this series. Drove in the winning run in the opening game against Huskar Brazaban in the 7th inning. First pitch, sinker, just clips the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And we are underway here at Citi Field. Mets in their alternate blues today. Guess that was the choice of Cioniel Perez, as that 0-1 is lined into left field. Soto on the run to his right, makes the catch, 1 out. Mets are not going to the playoffs this year. I'd say that bet is pretty safe to say. Yeah, it hasn't gone well. Here's Schwarber. Schwarber's been neutralized a little bit in this series. 1 for 6. Either way, having himself a phenomenal year. 29 home runs, 954 OPS. First pitch, swung on a miss. At that fastball running away from him, and it's 0-1. So Perez throwing hard here. Schwarber slugging 709 against fastballs this season. That's insane. Swung on and missed at that fastball, and it's quickly 0-2. Calls time. Turner and Bichette both duds. I don't know, but Bichette's been okay. Bichette's been fine recently. He's also not glued down to an 11-year deal, so that's the main reason as to why I'm at least not panicking completely. That fastball's fouled off. We'll do it again. Bichette's been better, but he needs to be better than that. Better than the better. You know? Starting pitchers pick the uniforms. They do. The home guy gets to... The home pitcher... Yeah, I'm pretty sure. The 0-2 check swing. Got him. Tied up there with a slurve. 2 out. First strikeout for Cioniel Perez. That'll bring up Harper, who has had the most success out of anybody in this lineup against Perez. He's 5 for 5 in his career. Got a hit on him earlier in this series. So there's his career against the Mets. 202 games, as he's always been in division with them. 43 home runs. 3rd all-time. That's a lot. First pitch swung on and missed at that breaking ball out of the zone. It's 0-1. Harper's been great in this series. 2-run homer yesterday, to which the Mets responded with 6 unanswered runs in the later innings. The 0-2 from Perez. Swung on and missed at that breaking ball. Quickly 0-2. The 0-2 to Harper. Swung on and missed. Got him with the breaking ball. 3 straight breaking balls. 3 straight swinging strikes to end the inning. Easy work there for Cioniel Perez in the first inning against the top of the lineup. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here in Queens, one of the boroughs of New York City. One of. Can anybody name the other ones? I wish I had the Jeopardy theme. I could play it, but... Yes. I mean, I could try and find a way, but hold on. Can anyone name the other boroughs? I feel like I'm Dora the Explorer. All right. Stretch him out. Yeah. Great Arsenal. Yeah, he's a 2-pitch guy. But Bergen County is replacing Staten Island. Where did the Mets get all these players? I thought the farm was depleted. It's not depleted. It's just full of guys who aren't ready yet. What the fuck, Dora? Now Andrew wants to come out of his cave. It'll be Benj, Soto, and Bichette for the Mets in the home first against Jesus Luzardo. Or as Andrew likes to call him, Jesus Lizard. Am I in New York City? No, I actually live in Jersey. Used to live in New York. Now I'm in Jersey. Yay, he got it. Woo! Hats off to Bill. I'm not going to take my hat off, but congrats to Bill. All right. Eric Wagaman. Okay, so that's why he's batting cleanup. He's 4 for 10 in his career with a home run against Jesus Luzardo. So that makes sense. And also, he's been hitting all right for us, so we'll see. Here's Luzardo, even 4 earned run average on the year. Benj will lead off, as he has been doing. Takes a sinker on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Benj, 3 for 9 in this series, multi-hit game last night. It's just been fantastic. One of the few bright spots for this team. That's seems to be a sinking ship. That sweeper misses outside for ball 1. Luzardo's been pretty good against the Mets in his last 7 starts. Swung on and missed at that sweeper. Out of the zone, it's 1-2. Last 7 starts, earned run average over 2.5. Mets have themselves a task today. That sweeper is fouled off. 1-2. Sinker is fouled off. Did you guys discuss the Mr. Met Gelb's video? I don't really think there's much to talk about, to be honest. That one's slowly tapped back to the mound. Luzardo off to his right. Picks it up, throws to first, 1 out. There's the Phillies defense. Marsh in left. Justin Crawford in center field. Derek Hill in right field, who robbed Juan Soto of a home run in the opening game. Bohm, Turner, Stott, and Harper from left to right in the infield. And then Remuto back there behind the plate. Once again, Tobias Myers is getting warmed up. So is Senga that soft that he needs 2 openers? Here's Soto, though. Soto had an RBI triple yesterday. First pitch sinker is fouled off. Got an over 1,200 OPS, nearly 1,300 in the last 14 games. He's 7 for 20 in his career against Luzardo. The 0-1. That sinker hits the bottom of the zone for strike 2. This is the 0-2. Bounce softly to the left side. Bohm coming across. Throws to first, 2 out. 2 ground balls for Luzardo to start the day. Looks like Perez might be out there for a 4th or 5th batter. We'll see. Here's Bichette. He's got a 6-game hitting streak riding as of right now. He's also 2 for 2 in his career against Jesus Luzardo. First pitch to Bo. Sinker misses just low for ball 1. Bichette has season high 687 OPS right now. It's been as rough for him. That sinker is fouled off into the right field seats. 1-1. Jesus Luzardo, one of the coveted prospects at one point. Hasn't really panned out to what we expected him to be, but still a solid pitcher in that regard. Fastball misses down and in. 2-1. Changeup misses down and in as well. Ball 3. Wagaman on deck if Bichette can get on. (3-1) is a sinker at the top of the zone for strike 2, which should have been challenged. So if Bo strikes out there, that's going to be quite a mental mistake. And yes, he did strike out on that sweeper down and in. That'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Jesus Luzardo to start it off. We're through an inning. No score. Should have challenged that. Now the Mets won't challenge in the first inning. Great instincts by this team. We should be able to trade internationally. Who knows? That might be the next proposal in the CBA. You don't know how low these owners will go, so. Especially from the stuff we've been seeing recently. There's no way, man. All right, so Tobias Myers will pitch the second inning. They have such little confidence in Senga that they have to put him out there for the bottom part of the lineup. Unfucking believable. It's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, keep him on the roster. Thornton deserved to be sent down just to accommodate this fucking piece of shit. So Cionel Perez's day is done. Now we'll swing it to Tobias Myers. My Mets source told me the Mets turned down Beatty for Wilson Contreras. I mean, if that's true, I wouldn't be surprised because they think Beatty is the next greatest thing in sliced bread. There's Myers. He's really struggled recently. He will pitch the second. Face Alec Boehm to start the second. Fastball in there for a called strike. Boehm is hitless in this series. Didn't play yesterday. And that's slashed the other way through the hole and into right field for a base hit. So sorry for the jinx there. Phillies got their first hit of the day. First hit of this game belongs to Alec Boehm. It's a leadoff single. That'll bring up Brandon Marsh. Marsh is 1 for 8 in this series. First pitch fastball is fouled. Punched down the first base line. 0-1. Mets have really not pitched well against the Phillies this year. 7.66 earned run average in this season series across 5 games. Swung on and missed at that splitter. Down and away. And it's quickly 0-2. 0-2 to Marsh. Just got a piece of that splitter. Fouled into the first base corner. There's Justin Willard. He's got his work cut out today with a bullpen game expected today. High fastball is fouled off. Still 0-2. There's Remuto on deck. The 0-2 flicked out to foul territory, and Vientos is not going to get there. I forgot Vientos is at third base. Why? A lot of why in this lineup. You notice that? Go to Marsh. Got him looking with a breaking ball at the top of the zone. First strikeout for Myers. 1 out. Froze him there. Here's Realmuto, who sat yesterday for Marchan. First pitch splitter at the top of the zone for strike 1. Realmuto having himself a really rough season. 614 OPS. Numbers are definitely down offensively. Defense has definitely regressed as well as he's gotten older. Swung on and missed at that splitter, and it's 0-2. Was one guy at the Mets at one point. Could have signed all those years ago. Instead went with James McCann. That really worked out. Quick look to first base as Myers sets at the belt. The 0-2. Checked his swing. Did he go around? He did. Back-to-back strikeouts for Myers here after the hit. 2 out. Got to bring up Bryson Stott. And Vientos is on third to torture us. I'd agree. Yep, the wrist broke. And back-to-back strikeout for Myers. Now here's Bryson Stott. First pitch called fastball in the outer half of the plate. 0-1. Stott's 1 for 6 in this series. OPS just under 700. The 0-1 fastball misses up and away for ball 1. The 1-1 splitter misses down and away. Good block there by Terens. Bohm does not go anywhere. 2-1. Myers sets. The 2-1 to Stott is fouled down the first base line. 2-2. Thought Myers was being stretched out as a start. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what they're doing with him. I wish I had answers for you. Do they stretch him out or they don't? I don't know. It seems like they sent him to the minors to stretch him out, and then they brought him back before they didn't really care. I don't even know. 2-2. Fastball is fouled off into the right field seats. Still 2-2. 2-2 to Stott. Lined, base hit into right field. That lands in front of Benj. Bone will go to second, and we've got 2 out and 2 on for Derek Hill. So here's Derek Hill. His best moments in this series so far have been defensively. First pitch, fastball at the knees, or called strike. He robbed Juan Soto of a home run in the first inning of the series opener. It was one hell of a catch. Basically telling you the story as he calls time, telling you the story of how this season has gone for the Mets. Not a single thing going their way. Some to their wrongdoing and some to not. 0-1, fastball swung on and missed. And it's 0-2, so Myers gets ahead of the hitter once again. They still selling Alonso jerseys in the team store? They probably still are. I don't know. Probably clearance or something. That fastball is fouled off. Go 2 for Myers. Splitter is fouled off. Yeah, he does look like he drew on his beard. Good catch. The 0-2 to Hill. Splitter sits high for ball 1. There's the catch on Friday. Full extension over the wall. Nice play. Crazy. One, two, slider fouled off. Fastball misses outside, and the count's now 2-2. Myers now about to throw his 25th pitch of the second inning. See how long he goes. So we are expected to see Senga today. Oh, goody. Splitter hit on the ground to Vientos. First chance for him. Throws on target to Wagaman at first base, and that'll retire the side. So Myers works around 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. All right, well, it'll be Wagaman, Alvarez, and Vientos for the Mets against Jesus Luzardo in the second inning. Eric Wagaman will lead off against Luzardo. Batting cleanup today and playing first base. First pitch sinker misses low for ball one. Wagaman, in little spurts, has come up with some big hits for this team. Mostly coming off the bench. Sinker at the bottom part of the zone. Wagaman thought about challenging that, but he didn't. 1-1. Lifted in the air to right field, but it'll stay up for Derek Hill. Doesn't have to move much. 1 out. Any good bunts yet? No. What's up, BBA? Do you think they had conversations with Cora, who wasn't interested, which is why Doze lasted this long? I can't tell. Beyond, I don't really know. Because like it seemed like they were hell bent on Mendoza staying. First pitch sweeper to Alvarez is in there for a strike. But I feel like it just got away from him, especially that the Cubs series was beyond embarrassing. Like nobody recovers from that. That sinker misses low for ball one. Alvarez has cooled off a little bit since his hot start. Surprise, surprise. Sinker misses outside for ball two. Doing well since he came back from the injured list. He's 0 for 6 in his career against Jesus Luzardo. 2-1, sinker. It's the outside part of the plate for strike two. As Alvarez calls time. Two-two. Fastball fouled back to the screen. There's Vientos. Two-two. Grounded slowly to shortstop. Turner's up with it. Throws on the run. Gets Alvarez 2 out. And that'll bring up Swaggy V. First pitch to Vientos. Called strike at the knees, but that's likely going to get overturned as Vientos challenges that. Yep, that's getting overturned. So good eye there from Vientos. By 1/10 of an inch. So it's 1-0 to Vientos. Sweeper misses outside, 2-0. The 2-0. Bounce to second base. Stott is up with it. Throws to first in time. That'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3 once again. 6 up, 6 down for Jesus Luzardo. We go to the third. No score. See if Tobias Myers gets another inning or another batter. And then the dreadful, dreadful anticipation of the Samurai Softie. Sorry, I forgot.
I'm just swaggy V baby.
Way too close in an offer spot. I mean, also, he probably could have beat out that ground ball, too. But he just decided, you know, because Stott took a while to pick it up and beat that by a few steps. But can you say he's a lazy, unlikable player? They're trying to wait for a lead to bring Senga in. Don't score then. Don't score. He's learning that first base trot from Soto. All right, so it looks like Myers will go back out there. I don't know who else he's going to face, but he's going to face Crawford. And then he will face Turner and Schwarber. So we'll see how long he stays out there. He's already at 25 pitches for the day. First pitch to Crawford. Called strike on just nicked the outer half of the plate. There's Jack Fisher. Started the first ever game at Shea Stadium. He's at the game today. That one is grounded to the right side. Matt Wagaman up with it. Steps on first, 1 out. Jack Fisher. I'm pretty sure he was at Old Timers Day, right? Remember him being there. Yeah. 160 career games with the Mets. There's Turner. Turner's 0 for 1. Lined out his first time up against Perez. Takes a first pitch cutter in there for a strike 1. The 0-1 lined into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. And Turner's got himself a 1-out single here in the third. Third hit of the day for the Phillies. That'll bring up Schwarber. Schwarbis. '87, his hair looks like Ric Flair. Here's Schwarber. First pitch fastball is lined into right field for a base hit. Turner will stop at second. And some more trouble for Tobias Myers to try and get out of, unless they pull him right here. Back-to-back hits for the Phillies, their 4th hit of this game. That'll bring up Harper. What happened to Myers? He really fell off. I mean, his velocity's been like dipping a little bit. It's been noticeable. There go the runners. Throw to third is whiffed on by Terens, and Schwarber also stole, so that's a double steal of second and third, so that takes the double play out of order. So second and third now with Harper at the plate. The 1-0. Hit in the air, deep to center field. This one's going to be playable for Tyrone Taylor. This will get a run in, though, as Trey Turner will come in to score. Phillies take an early 1-0 lead here. Schwarber moves up to third, 2 out. Now sacrifice fly for Harper. Got to bring up Alec Boehm. Boehm last time up. Singled. First pitch to Boehm, ripped down the left field line, past the diving Vientos. That'll roll all the way into the corner. Boehm will go to second with an RBI double. Schwarber comes in to score, and it is 2-0 Phillies here in the third. Another runner in scoring position for the Phillies. For Brandon Marsh. Marsh struck out his last time up. First pitch fastball misses outside for ball 1. A little bit of a struggle here for Myers in this second inning of work. So this will likely be his last batter, maybe, perhaps. I don't know. I'm not in the mind of Andy Green. The 1-0. Splitter is fouled back to the backstop. Ball and a strike. Looks like Terrenz just lost the grip of that one. Don't see that often from him. 1-1. Splitter misses just high and away. 2-1. Two one for Myers. Cutter is fouled off into the crowd. Something just happened there. I don't know what. That was weird. Count is 2-2. Two-two to Marsh. Splitter misses outside. That runs the count full. Real Muto on deck. Three-two popped up. That'll go out of play. Vientos goes for a look, but it's foul. Still 3-2. Myers about to throw his 40th pitch of his outing. Started the second. Now here in the third. Already 2 runs home on 5 hits for Philly. 3-2. Fastball fouled off once again. How is this way ahead of my TV signal? I'm not sure. I'm watching on my computer, so I'm watching on the MLB app. 3-2. Lined into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. That's going to send in yet another run. Boehm is in to score. Phillies up 3-0. Mets will have to play from behind once again. 6th hit of this game for the Phillies. And Myers has himself rough inning here in the third. like they're going to stick with him. Justin Willard goes out there. This will likely be his last batter, I'm going to guess. Just going to guess. Pickoff attempt at first. Marsh is back there safely. Realmuto struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. The 0-1 swung on and missed at that cutter. And now it's 0-1. Another pickoff attempt at first base. So now that's 2 disengagements. Marsh has a free pass to attempt to steal. See if he takes it. Counts 0-1 to Realmuto. The 0-1. Fastball misses down. One. Cutter is fouled off back to the screen. Strike 2. 1-2 to Realmuto. 3 runs already home in this inning. No one warming up in the bullpen. Interesting. Why is Vientos so far off the bag? He's terrible. He is pretty terrible, isn't he? 1-2. Hit in the air to shallow center field. Taylor doesn't have to move much. He'll make the catch. That'll finally retire the side, but not before the Phillies strike with 3 runs on 4 hits here in this inning. 3-0. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. After feeling yeah, I didn't feel it. I need more. Let's need an opener for an opener, and everything will be fine. Yes, true. Opener for an opener, and then you bring in Senga, and you hope that he doesn't shit himself. Taylor, Beatty, and Luis Torrens for the Mets in the home 3rd. Down 3-0. Still yet to have a hit. Senga will shit himself like he always does. What makes you say that? No, man. I think we have a new rejuvenated Senga. This is Senga 16.0. All right. Jesus Luzardo back out there for another inning of work. 6 up, 6 down so far, facing the Mets offense. Taylor, Beatty, and Torrens, all below a 600 OPS due up here. Jesus Christ. Yikes. Either way, Taylor does have himself a pretty good career against Luzardo. He's 3 for 9. We can work that magic here. You'd hope. This is, I believe, his first plate appearance since coming back from the injured list. First pitch from Luzardo. Sinker misses down for ball 1. First game since May 25th. So, yeah, he's been out for a month. Activated a few days ago. That changeup is ripped foul to the third base screen. Taylor just a 530 OPS so far this year before going down with injury. Hasn't really done much hitting. And he lines that one into left field for a base hit. So the Mets' first hit belongs to Tyrone Taylor. So that's a good way to come back. Leadoff single. I'll bring up Beatty. Here's Beatty. Takes a sweeper high and in for ball one. Beatty, 0 for 6 in this series. 856 OPS, which qualifies as the third worst in all of baseball because he sucks mega dick. 1 for 3 in his career against Luzardo. The 1-0 grounded back to Luzardo, has a little trouble as it pops out of his glove, but he throws out Beatty at first base, so kind of a swinging bunt there as Taylor moves over to second. Would you like me to answer that question formally, or? Here's Terens. Terens is also 2 for 8 in his career with a home run against Luzardo. So I guess we're playing by matchups. So all these guys have decent careers against him, but they got to get something going here. First pitch, sweeper in there for a called strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Terens hasn't done much hitting this year. When he has hit, they've been pretty key hits for this team. He's come through big. Either way, here for his defense. That sweeper clips the bottom part of the zone, but it was not called a strike. It will be called a strike as Real Muto will challenge, and Terens will be behind in the count 0-2. Beatty, yep, damn good. Really good player, guys. Everyone told me to go fuck myself in the offseason, so I'm going to listen to you guys. Fastball fouled off. I don't know what I'm talking about with Beatty, guys. He is the future at third base, so. The 0-2, sweeper misses outside for ball one. The 1-2 is bounced to third. Bohm up with it, throws to first, gets to Renz. Taylor goes nowhere, 2 out. That'll turn over the order for Carson Bench. Bench grounded out his last time up to lead off the game. He's 0 for 1. Now here in a RISP opportunity. First pitch, sweeper misses outside for ball one. Sweeper just catches the outside corner for strike one. 1 ball and a strike. Swings and misses at that breaking ball out of the zone. Counts 1-2, calls time. Katie should be working at Walgreens. That's a little polite. One, two. Sweeper fouled off into the crowd. Still 1-2. 1-2. Fastball's fouled back to the screen. Swung on and missed. Got him with the breaking ball. That'll retire the side. So the Mets get a runner to scoring position. Can't bring him in. We go to the fourth. 3-0 Philly. Young has to play every day. I think Wagaman's did a decent job, but yeah, Young should be in the lineup pretty much every day. Yeah, you want to sit him against a lefty, that's fine, but or just lower him in the lineup. Wimbledon tennis tomorrow. Yeah, I don't care either. Well, look, I think Serena's competing in Wimbledon, right? As a wild card or something. I saw that. Called strike, first pitch splitter to Bryson Stott. Meyer's still out there. So, could it mean that they DFA'd Senga during this game? Probably not, right? The 0-1 fastball fouled back to the screen, and it's quickly 0-2. Meyer's having a good job getting ahead in the count, just putting them away. He really is struggling to do, especially last inning. Yo 2, cutter is fouled back. See how long Andy Green rides with Myers. Thought he'd be out of here by now, but I guess not. Fastball is fouled back. Still 0-2. Stott calls a timeout. Myers about to throw his 50th pitch of his outing. The 0-2, fastball fouled back. The 0-2, high fastball fouled back to the screen. Still 0-2. Swung on and missed. Got him with the splitter at the top of the zone. 1 out. Foul tipped into catcher's mitt of Terrens. Third strikeout for Myers. That'll bring up Derek Hill. First pitch to Hill. Splitter is check swing foul back to the screen. And it's 0-1. Hill's 0 for 1. The 0-1 fastball is fouled back, and it's 0-2. And Hill calls time. I like Andy Green. He seems like a guy who gives a better press conference than Mendoza. Yeah, for some of the stuff I've been hearing, I have liked what he's been saying. Not really lollygagging or cheerleading at all. Kind of just telling you this is how it is. Which, again, he's not going to manage next year, so it's not like he's fighting for a managerial job right now. He's going to be back in the front office. That splitter misses down for ball 1, and it's 1-2. Hill's got a toothpick in his mouth. You guys see that? 1-2. Popped up on the infield. Wagaman coming in. Terrens calling for it. And they almost collide, but they did not do so. Wagaman makes the catch. 2 out. There's the road ahead for the Mets. On the road for 6 games against the Blue Jays and then the Braves. And they come home to play the worst team in all of baseball, the Kansas City Royals. Gary claims he's stretching out to be a starter. All right, well, more the merrier, I guess. First pitch fastball misses low for ball 1 to Justin Crawford. Crawford grounded out to first his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Swung on and missed at that splitter, excuse me. Strike 1. There's the American League East. 1-1. Lined into center field. This will stay up for Taylor as he eases back a little bit. Makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Tobias Myers. Bounce back from the 3rd inning. We go to the home 4th, excuse me. That's down 3-0. Yeah, they got blown out quite a bit. It's been rough for the Royals. Yeah, they've been even worse than us. Jesus Luzardo back out to the mound for a fourth inning of work. He'll face Soto, Bichette, and Wagaman. Mets down 3-0. Soto's 0 for 1. First pitch sinker misses low for ball 1 to Soto. That sinker is called a strike, which was not a strike. No challenge from Soto. Ball and a strike. Sweeper misses outside, 2-1. There's the highest OPS in the National League. It belongs to Juan Soto. That pitch is called a strike at the bottom part of the zone. Soto didn't like it. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Still chatting with the umpire here. 2-2. Breaking ball misses low and outside. That drives the count full. Bo Bichette on deck. Three, 2. Fastball misses low for ball 4, and it's a leadoff walk to Juan Soto. That'll bring up Bichette. First pitch changeup misses low for ball 1. That sinker misses outside for ball 2. And it is 2-0 to Bichette. Struck out his first time up in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Two 2-0. Grounded past the diving Turner and into left field for a base hit. Soto will go to second. And the Mets will get the tying run to the plate with nobody out here for Eric Wagaman. So Wagaman with a chance to be a hero once again. Walk and a hit here for Soto and Bichette. And looks like we're going to get a conference on the mound here. Or Luzardo pitches to Wagaman. Has a decent career against Luzardo. There's Shithead warming up in the... Sorry, Kodai Senga warming up in the bullpen. Guys, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. My bad. My bad. It's a typo, guys. Sorry. Mine typo. Mets down 3-0 here in the 4th. Tying run is at the plate here with nobody out against Luzardo. Wagaman has a decent career against Luzardo, so time to do it would be now. First pitch sinker on the inner half of the plate for strike one, and it's 0-1 to Wagaman. Wagaman lined out to right field his first time up. Has 2 home runs as a Met. He would really take one here, wouldn't we? 0-1. Swung on and missed at that sweeper inside. And it's quickly 0-2. Luzardo sets. Looks at Soto at second. The 0-2. Sweeper misses down for ball 1. There's a difference there of Luzardo struggling a lot at home, but he's been great on the road. Damn, that is quite the difference. Sheesh. Swung on and missed, got him with the high heat, 1 out. Third strikeout for Luzardo. That'll bring up Alvarez. Freudian slip. I believe in Senga. Do you believe in the Tooth Fairy, too? Here's Alvarez, grounded out to shortstop his last time up. Last thing we need is his patented double play. Let's see if he does it. First pitch, sweeper misses down and in for ball 1. Alvarez 0 for 1. The 1-0, called a strike on the outer half of the plate. Alvarez is going to challenge. He's not going to get it. That call will be upheld. 1-1. I can't with this fucking guy. He's an idiot. He's so dumb. An IQ of a Lego. Gonna kill me. The 1-1. Sinker misses outside for ball 2, and it's 2-1. Can't with him, man. I just can't. 2-1. Sweeper misses down and in for ball 3. Vientos on deck. Three one. Sinker fouled right back to the screen, and the count runs full. That's a called strike 3 to Alvarez. That he doesn't challenge, though. This guy. This guy. Like... Here's Vientos. Called sinker on the outer part of the plate. For a strike, and it's 0-1. Vientos is 0-1. 0 for 1. Grounded out to second his last time up. Calls timeout. It hit his bat? Did it? They said he's called out on strikes. Sure. Sweeper catches the bottom part of the plate for strike 2, and it's 0-2 to Vientos. No, that didn't hit his bat. And he didn't swing. The 0-2. Fastball misses upstairs. 1-2. Fucking ridiculous. Swung on and missed at a high fastball. Down goes Vientos. So the Mets get a golden opportunity and go 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position in that inning. Go to the fifth. Mets still down 3-0. Such a joke, man. So many blown opportunities. Agreed. And just to make it even better, Kodai Senga is in the game. Well, it was fun. He'll face the top of the order. What's Lizard's pitch count? Not high enough. 66 pitches. Oh. Here he is. Mr. 10 ERA. I need everything to go well for me. First bullpen appearance of his career. I don't want to watch this. I really don't. Turner leads off. First pitch from Senga. Called strike at the top of the zone. 0-1. Senga's 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. Scored a run. The 0-1. Swung on and missed at that slider. Oh, 2 to Turner. Sang at the belt. The 0-2. Hit high in the air to center field. That'll be playable for Taylor, easing to his right. Makes the catch, 1 out. First pitch breaking ball misses outside to Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber's 1 for 2 today. Singled, scored a run. 0 for 8 in his career against Senga. He does have a home run against him in the postseason in 2024. Fouls off that fastball. 98 from Senga. Just air it out, dude. Like, what's the harm at this point? One. That forkball is fouled off. That is exactly where he did not want it. 1-2. Look at Shea Bridge. People contemplating wanting to jump off of it because Senga's on the mound. One-two to Schwarber. Checked his swing. He went around on the slider. That'll retire Schwarber for the second out. First strikeout for Senga. Here for the play-by-play. You could do the same. I mean, I'm still here. It's just Senga repulses every like bone in my body at this point. Here's Harper. Harper hit a sac fly his last time up to open up the scoring in the third inning. First pitch is a sinker at the knees for strike one. 0-1 from Senga, grounded sharply towards the middle of the diamond. Bichette cutting across, up with it, throws to first in time. That retires the side. 1-2-3 inning for Senga in his first relief appearance of his career. We go to the bottom of the fifth, halfway through here at Citi Field, 3-0, Philly. Harm is the harm. He's fragile. Good. I don't care. Genuinely don't. Embarrassing. Damn right. Someone just tweeted he'll be addressing the fans shortly in a press conference. Yeah, I saw that. Why is Lindor not playing or DHing? Well, because we have Alvarez. Alvarez is so important. Such a smart player. Taylor, Beatty, and Terens against Jesus Luzardo in the home fifth. Mets down 3-0. Taylor leads off for the Mets here in the home fifth. He takes a breaking ball outside for ball one. Taylor singled his first time up in the third inning. He's 1 for 1 on the day. The 1-0. Sweeper fouled. Ripped into the screen. Senga will likely get another inning. Swung on and missed at that changeup, and it's 1-2. Luzardo about to throw his 70th pitch of the day. Is yet to allow a run. The 1-2. Bounce down the third base line, past the reach of Bowman into left field. Tyrone Taylor is 2 for 2 on the day. It's a leadoff hit. Mets' third hit of the game. And that'll bring up one of the worst hitters in all of baseball, Brett Beatty. Yeah, I'm going in on him, guys. I'm sorry. I'm done. Y'all did it to yourself. Brett Beatty. It's a Brett Beatty summer. Kiss my ass. Let's go. First pitch. Breaking ball fouled off, and it's 0-1. Beatty grounded out his first time up. Surprise. What else does he do? The 0-1 swings and misses at a sweeper completely out of the zone, and it's 0-2 now to Beatty as he calls time. Fact is, he's that bad. Is he that bad? Yeah, he is. They already said they were going to be limiting with Lindor, easing him back in, but no, he should be playing every day, obviously. The 0-2 sweeper misses outside for ball one. I hope the SUV Soto gave him fails inspection. I hope a random SUV pulls up and takes him away. Sweeper misses outside for ball two. 2-2 to Beatty. Two, sinker misses down. That drives the count full. Terren's on deck. The 3-2, sinker fouled off. Three-two to Beatty. Fastball misses upstairs for ball four. So back-to-back base runners given up here by Luzardo here in the bottom of the fifth. Mets with another opportunity as they get the tying run to the plate. It'll be Terren's. Terren's grounded out his last time up. First pitch to Terren's. Sweeper in there at the knees for a called strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 fastball is fouled off to the right field crowd. 0-2 quickly to Terren's. Grounded softly. Coming in is Bohm. Avoids the base runner. His only play is at first. He gets him. One out. Runners move up to second and third. So kind of a swinging bunt there from Terren's. And that'll bring up Carson Bench. Top of the order. Best opportunity right here. Going on, Daniel. He did not hit into a double play. Progress is being made. Here's Benj. Benj is 0 for 2 today. Ground out and struck out. And a big spot here. Runners at second and third with one out. First pitch. Line drive. Base hit into left field. Taylor comes in to score. Beatty goes to third. It's an RBI single for Carson Benj, and the Mets get on the board here. They're within two. Fourth hit of the day as Benj just continues to produce. Carson Benj. Great first name. And is on a tear. And the Mets get on the board here. That'll bring up Soto. That's with an opportunity to do some damage here. Tying runs on base now. Mets get their first hit with runners in scoring position on the day. One for 7 in total. As we've got a delay on the field here. I'm not sure what's going on. Either way, there's the replay of Benj's swing. He does not get cheated on it. Damn. And that's threatening here against Luzardo in the 5th. Already 1 run home. And they've got their best hitter at the plate, Juan Soto. Soto's 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Big spot here. First pitch. Sweeper misses upstairs for ball 1. Luzardo now at 82 pitches on the day. Let's see how long Mattingly rides with him. The 1-0. Swing and a miss at that middle cut sinker. Wow. Brought down Soto to one knee. Ball and a strike. Sinker misses low for ball 2. Juan Soto is 7 for 21 in his career against Luzardo. The 2-1 slapped down the left field line, but that'll go foul. 2-2 to Soto. Someone's getting warmed up. I'm not sure who it is. Chase Shugart is getting warmed up in the pen for the Phillies. Time called by Soto. 2-2. Popped up. Foul. Back into the seats. Come on, Soto. We need you here. 2-2. Sinker misses upstairs, rides the count full. Bichette on deck. The 3-2 breaking ball misses upstairs for ball 4, and that'll load the bases. So Juan Soto's second walk of the day, as the Mets now have the tying runs and go-ahead runs on base. The bases are loaded, and Bo Bichette will come to the plate. We'll get a coaching visit here from Phillies pitching coach, meeting on the mound. Bo Bichette now here with a big spot. Bichette batting .266 this year with runners in scoring position. He's a career .325 hitter. Started off rough, as we all know. Now with a big opportunity to possibly tie this game, as Luzardo steps in with the bases loaded and 1 out at 88 pitches. First pitch. Breaking ball clips the outside corner for strike 1, and it's 0-1 to Bo. Bichette's 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. The 0-1. That's breaking ball is fouled off, and it's quickly 0-2 to Bichette. Luzardo now up to 90 pitches, about to throw his 91st. 0-2 to Bichette. Sweeper is fouled off into the crowd. Still 0-2. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Got him with a high and in fastball. 2 out. Foul tipped that into the mitt. 6th strikeout for Luzardo. 2 out. That'll bring up Wagaman. Wagaman batting cleanup today. He's 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. Takes a first pitch changeup on the inner half of the plate, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Sweeper misses down for ball 1. The wagon could come through here. 1-1. Swings and misses at a fastball. 1-2. Luzardo almost out of the woods here. The 1-2. Lined into center field. Crawford coming in. It'll stay up for him. He makes the catch. That'll retire the side. We are through 5. The Mets add a run. Get on the board. Now they're down 2. Carson Benj with an RBI single. We go to the 6th. 3-1. Philly. Not even a sac fly. Yeah. Well, they got on the board, guys. Their bats look like 5-pound concrete. It'll be Bohm, Marsh, and Real Muto will likely face Senga for a second inning, so everyone hold their breath. This game might be over. All right, so Senga with a 9-pitch 5th inning. Fired the side in order. He'll go right back out there. Hold your breath, everyone. He does have his earned run average under 10 now. 9.73, so hey, we're up. He'll face Alec Bohm. Start off the road 6th. First pitch fastball misses down and away for ball 1. Bohm is 2 for 2 today. Singled in the 2nd, doubled in the 3rd, drove in a run, also scored a run. 1-0 from Senga. Foul tipped that fastball into the mid of Terens. Ball and a strike. One. Fastball fouled into the right field seats. 1-2. At least we got on the board. Senga will put up more zeros. Man, you got some faith in this guy. Interesting. The 1-2. Fastball slashed down the right field line. Foul. There's Alec Bohm in the third. RBI double against Tobias Myers. One, two. Four ball misses down and in for ball two. Two to Bohm. Cutter misses low, and that brings the count full. Brandon Marsh on deck. The 3-2. Fastball fouled off into the right field seats. Still 3-2. Bohm is 2 for 7 in his career against Senga. Three two, fought off that fastball down the third base line. We'll do it again. Three two from Senga. Fastball misses low for ball four, and it's a leadoff walk to Alec Bohm. Here we go. Here's Marsh. Drove in a run his last time up. He's 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch fastball misses low for ball one. Marsh having himself a fantastic year, contending for the batting title in the National League. I think 319 as we speak. The 1-0 fastball fouled off into the left field crowd. 1-1. One to Marsh. Cutter misses just outside for ball two. Two one. Slash down the right field line. That's going to go all the way into the corner past the diving Wagaman at first base. Alec Bohm will go to third. He'll stop there. In with a double is Brandon Marsh, and Senga's got some trouble to work out of. Did anybody just not? I mean, hey. Yeah, okay. Wagaman Unable to make that play, just beyond the reach of his glove. Now it's second and third with nobody out. Here's Real Muto. Infield playing in now. First pitch. Sinker, ripped foul. It's unbelievable how many chances they give this fucking guy. The 0-1, fork ball. Misses down and in. That was a strike, but should have been challenged. It wasn't. One. Swung on and missed at that fork ball. Nice block there by Torrens. Runners go nowhere. 1-2. Realmuto is hitless in his career against Senga. One-two to JT. Swung on and missed. Got him with the fork ball. 1 out. Second strikeout for Senga. There's 1. That'll bring up Bryson Stott. Stott's 1 for 2 on the day. Singled his last time up. First pitch fork ball is fouled off. Caught a piece of Torrens. Torrens seems to be okay. The 0-1 from Senga. Cutter misses low for ball 1. Mets still playing their infield in. The 1-1. Grounded sharply to second base. Beatty checks at the runner at third. He has a play at first. 2 out. Nice play there by Beatty. Here's Derek Hill. Senga almost out of the woods here. Be nice if he can just be a non-soft bitch for once and finish this. One more out to get. It's Derek Hill. Hill's 0 for 2 today. Takes a first pitch cutter in there for strike. It's 0-1. Senga has now thrown 30 pitches. Chase Shugart, who is up in the last inning, still up, likely will pitch the bottom of the 6th. So Luzardo's day is likely done. The 0-1, cutter is fouled off down the first base line. It's quickly 0-2. Come on, Senga. Finish the job. Oh, 2 to Hill. 100 miles an hour, check swing. On an up and in fastball. No swing, says the first base umpire. And it's 1-2. Oh, Senga pitching angry there. Uh-oh. That may have been strike 3. Oh, Senga. 1-2. Swung on a miss. Got him with the forkball. So Senga works out of trouble. Had second and third. Nobody out. Gets 3 straight batters. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Mets still down 3-1. Senga gets out of it. Good to see. Still not buying it. Because, fuck him. So tired of watching Soto get pitched around every game. Yep. Rebuild his value. That's how he leaves. I don't think you're getting much for him, I'm going to tell you right now. Unless you cover that final year of his contract, you might get something, but... Some news from the NBA. It looks like there's been some talk about Kawhi Leonard being traded back to Toronto. So, interesting. We all know Kawhi brought a championship to Toronto, their first in franchise history in 2019, I think. Right? 2019. Chase Shugart in the game now to pitch the 6th. So Luzardo's day is done. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. 96 pitches. And Shugart would take over against Alvarez, Vientos, and Taylor in the home 6th. Mets down 3-1. I still believe in Senga. I don't. I'm sorry. If you believe in Senga, I props to you, but I'm done. Make sure to leave a like on the stream if you guys have not already. Be greatly appreciated. There's plenty of you in here who haven't. So get on that. Alvarez calls time. Chatting with the umpire. Alvarez is 0 for 2. Face Shugart for the first time. Shugart or whatever. First pitch, cutter at the bottom part of the zone for strike 1. The 0-1 slashed into the right field corner. That's going to fall and go all the way to the wall. Alvarez rounding first. He'll go to second, and with a stand-up lead-off double. And the Mets get the tying run to the plate once again. 5th hit of the day, and a double for Alvarez. That'll bring up Mark Vientos. Perfectly laced to the right field corner. Good piece of hitting there from Alvarez. Jared Young will pinch hit. Will pinch hit for Mark Vientos here, representing the tying run at the plate. Young, a 765 OPS. He'll likely go to, I'm going to guess he goes to first base, and then, or no. Yeah, he'll go to first base. First pitch cutter misses upstairs for ball 1, and then Wagaman probably goes to third. The 1-0. Sweeper misses down and in for ball 2. 2-0 to Young. Kyle Backus warming up in the bullpen. First 2-0 cutter is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 swung on and missed at that fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Young. Two sweeper misses in the dirt. Rides the count full. Tyrone Taylor on deck, who's 2 for 2 on the day in his return from the injured list. Or first start, shall we say, because I think he came in as a defensive substitution. 3-2 lifted in the air to left field, but that'll go out of play. Still a full count as Jared Young calls time. The 3-2 got him looking with a sinker on the inner part of the plate. 1 out. And it looks like A.J. Ewing will pinch hit for Tyrone Taylor here. So basically strictly off matchups. Taylor's 2 for 2 today. Ewing will come in. The runner at scoring position. He'll likely stay in the game, and maybe he goes to second, Beatty goes to third, and then Young goes to first base. I'm not sure. First pitch sinker at the knees for strike 1. 0-1 to Ewing. So interesting. Andy Green making the call to take out Taylor, who's 2 for 2. A more favorable matchup, facing a guy from the right side. We'll see if this pays off. Should be interesting. The 0-1 to Ewing, swung on and belted to right field. Back goes Hill, onto the track, at the wall. It is over the fence. It's gone. This game is tied. A.J. Ewing with his 4th home run of the year, this time from a pinch-hitting duties. The Mets' 6th hit of the day. Mets tie the game here at 3 here in the 6th. Wow, that got out in a hurry. So A.J. Ewing recently been showing off a lot more of the power. And he shows it off once again, his 4th of the year. This game is tied here in the 6th. So the Mets score 3 unanswered runs. A.J. Ewing. As Andy Green pushes the right button there. More home runs than Beatty. That's hilarious. Speaking of,
she wanna go viral.
Here's Beatty. He walked his last time up. First pitch fastball called low and inside for ball 1. What a spark provided by Ewing, which he's definitely provided individually for this team. He's been nothing but great. And the Mets tie the game here. Fastball misses outside, 2-0 to Beatty. A.J. Ewing. How about that? Happiest I've heard Carson in a month. I mean, I do well. I try to do well for the home run calls. As bleak as it may seem, Cutter hits the bottom part of the zone there for strike 1. 2-1 to Beatty. A.J. Ewing. 2-1. Swung on and missed. A fastball inside. 2-2. Someone answer why Beatty is playing over Mauricio. Because, well, Beatty want to go viral. 2-2. Cutter misses outside. That runs the count full. Terren's on deck. So that's coming from behind once again. Back-to-back days. Showing some fight. Meeting on the mound with Shugart and Realmuto. There's that swing once again. Nice and compact. Quick to the ball. Hill could not get that one. If he made that catch, Jesus. I guess he saved his only catch for the first game of the series, robbing Soto. So there's that. 3-2. Fastball misses inside for ball 4 to Beatty. So Beatty has now walked for the second time today. Guys, look out. Brett Beatty is coming. That kid has a future. Damn right. These kids are good. They are good. They are good. Here's Torrens. 1 out and 1 on. First pitch fastball. Sinker. Clips the bottom part of the zone for strike 1. Torrens is 0 for 2. Grounded out to third both times. There's a look at Don Mattingly. Donnie Baseball. The 0-1. Cutter misses outside for ball 1. Beautiful bat to ball right there. Love it. Gotta love it. The 1-1. Lined towards the left field corner and into left field. It'll fall in front of Marsh. Beatty goes first to third. Torrens stops at first. Runners here at the corners with 1 out for Carson Benj. Mets' 7th hit of the day as they match the hit total for the Phillies and the run total. Both teams at 3 runs and 7 hits apiece. And we've got ourselves a mound visit here. I don't know if they're going to be making a change. They might. Yep, they are. So Shugart's day is done. He only gets 1 out. Gives up 2 crucial runs on a few hits. Walks a few. And the top of the order will be faced by someone else. Not sure who that may be. Who was the guy we saw warming up? It was Bacchus or whatever. He's a lefty, so that probably makes sense with Benj and Soto coming up. See, now we are playing baseball. The slow start 2 years ago and the collapse last year, and this year's disaster was Mendoza's fault. It may have been. If they do turn it around, maybe it was Mendoza. I don't know. It seems like they've been responding well. So I would trade Torrens to the Yankees. Well, Torrens just extended here, so I don't think he's going anywhere. But I really do think the Yankees are getting a Ryan Jeffers at the deadline. I don't think that happens, and they'll probably pivot to something else. I don't know if it'll be Torrens, though. Yeah, Torrens just signed an extension a month ago. All right, Kyle Bacchus back out there. And for back-to-back days, struggled last night. Bench had a key hit against him yesterday. Side armor. Sets and fires. Sweeper outside to Benj. Benj is 1 for 3 today. Drove in the first run of the day for the Mets. Runners at first and third, 1 out. And it is chipped off the glove of Bacchus. And Terens wasn't running to second base. He will be out at second. However, the run comes in, and the Mets take the lead. So an RBI force out for Benj, his second RBI of the day. Beatty comes in to score, and the Mets lead now 4-3. Well done. Ish. Went off his glove and into no man's land. Bupkis? I don't know. So the Mets take the lead here. Cute. Here's Soto. First pitch sinker is fouled down the first base line for strike two. Soto, last two ABs, walked. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Calls time. It may have flew into his eye. That's not good. Soto had a hit against Bacchus last night. The 0-1. Sinker, emergency hap running in on him. Fouls it off. And there was the RBI triple by Soto against Bacchus yesterday. Now 0-2 to him. The 0-2. Sinker misses upstairs for ball one. The 1-2 lined, base hit into right field. Benj will go to second. He'll stop there. And we've got, yet again, another RISP opportunity here. Mets having the lead now. Their 8th hit of the day. That'll bring up Bichette. First pitch to Bichette. Sinker misses low for ball one. Bichette singled in the 4th. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Struck out in the other 2. 2 out and 2 on. The 1-0 lifted in the air to right center field. Justin Crawford coming across. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But not before the Mets strike for 3. Take the lead. They're up 4-3 after 6. We go to the 7th. See who pitches. Will it be Senga? I hope not. A.J. Ewing. Did you see we got to believe Mets misery, but I did see that, yeah. A.J. Ewing will remain in the game as the center fielder. Jared Young remains in the game as the first baseman, both pinch hitters in that following inning. So Wagaman is out of the game. Ronnie Mauricio comes in as well. He's at third base. Ooh. Senga's still out there for the seventh inning. Justin Crawford takes a fastball in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Crawford's 0 for 2 today. The defensive switches, like I said. New first and third baseman, new up the middle. The 0-1, fastball misses outside for ball one. One to Crawford. Line the other way. That's going to fall for a base hit. Soto cuts it off. And it's a leadoff single for Justin Crawford here as the Phillies get the tying run on. Their 8th hit of the day. We'll see how long it goes for Senga as the top of the order is now due up. Looks like they're going to stick with him. Teren's going out to the mound to talk to Senga. Hopefully settles him down because we all know how this goes. Here's Turner. First pitch, swung on and missed at that slider out of the zone, and it's 0-1. Turner's 1 for 3. Singled and scored a run in the third. The 0-1, forkball misses, bounced in the dirt. Good block by Terenz. Crawford goes nowhere. Pickoff attempt at first base. Crawford's back there safely. One to Turner. Fastball fouled off. Ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 from Senga. Slider misses down and away for ball 2. 2-2 to Turner. Forkball misses in the dirt. That rides the count full. Schwarber on deck. The 3-2 popped up to shallow left field. Mauricio coming on. He cannot make the catch as that ball is past the tarp. Still a full count to Turner. Three-two. Cutter bounced foul down the first base line. We'll do it again. Three-two popped up. Terens sheds his mask and gets under it, makes the catch. 1 out. So here's Schwarber. Schwarber singled in the third, scored a run. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Now in a big spot here. Senga. First pitch. Lays off that forkball for ball 1. Home run coming. Wouldn't be surprised, I'll tell you right now. 1-0 from Senga. Swung on and missed at that forkball out of the zone. Ball and a strike. Senga at the belt, the 1-1. Forkball fouled off. Got him out in front, down the first base line. 1-2. Pickoff attempt at first, and Turner is back there safely. Excuse me, Crawford is. Turner got out. That's Crawford. My bad. Sega looks on. He's at the belt. The 1-2. Forkball fouled off down the first base line once again. Still 1-2. 1-2. Swung on and belted. Deep to right center field. Back goes Ewing onto the track at the wall. It is gone. The Phillies take the lead. A 2-run homer by Kyle Schwarber, his 30th of the year. And they completely flip it back. Kodai Senga does his usual Kodai Senga thing. Their 9th hit of the game. Philly is back in front. So after no home runs so far in this series, they just could not hold Schwarber. It's a 2-run shot, 30 on the year. And the Mets now find themselves behind once again. We really surprised, though? Like, let's be real. Here's Harper. First pitch from Senga. Misses low for ball 1. The 1-0. Swung on and missed at that forkball. The Mets will have to work from behind once again. 9 outs to go. The 1-1. Forkball misses outside. 2-1 to Harper. Did his job for 2 innings and had no business going out there for a third. Bad move on the manager's part. Now, Senga's got to do something. I'm sorry. You can't just be sitting here and I'm not doing the blame the manager shit. I can't do it. Swing and miss at that slider. It's 2-2. I'm done making excuses for Senga, man. We're done. Forkball misses down and in. Counts now full. Bohm is up. Why is he still on the team? I don't know, man. I really don't. The guy sucks. 3-2. Cutter fouled off. Three two, grounded to sharply to first base. Jared Young, just in the game, makes the play, steps on first, 2 out. Fastball misses outside, or the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0-1. Yo, 1. Cutter misses low for ball 1. Senga. 1-1. Cutter misses low. Senga about to throw his 60th pitch of the day. But he's not going to build any trade value. No one's going to take him. Like, I don't know where this fantasy comes from. 2-1, grounded to shortstop. Bo's got it on 1 hop, throws to first, retires the side. Stretch time here at Citi Field, not before. Kyle Schwarber gives the Phillies the lead with a 2-run homer, his 30th of the year. 5-4. Mets have 9 outs to work with. Mets are going to lose this game, probably. What good is he? Can't use it. Yeah, exactly. Like, what trade value would he have? Like, What trade value would he have? So he can just sit there on the bench in the bullpen for everybody? The guy's useless. Who in their right mind would actually take Senga? Let's be real. The only way that this guy gets off the team is if he's DFA'd. Senga's numbers speaks volumes. Well, he's got his ERA under 10, so like no one's trading for him. Nobody wanted him in the offseason. Now he's even worse. Mauricio, who's just in the game. Alvarez and Jared Young. As the Mets will look to work from behind once again. 5-4. Mets were stupid enough to trade for Luis Robert Jr., who's arguably one of the worst players of the last season. Robert Jr. actually gives you value, though. Robert Jr. can run the bases, play defense, maybe hit lefties for you. What does Senga give you? Not to mention, he's a position player, different thing. He doesn't pitch, he pitches every 5 days. Jose Alvarado, the wild one, will be out there. For the 7th, he'll face Mauricio, Alvarez, and Jared Young. It has been a dreadful season for Jose Alvarado. Other GMs aren't stupid. No one's going to take him. Like, who exactly would take Kodai Senga? Someone with a death wish. He's getting DFA'd if he's going to leave this team. I can guarantee you that. Mets down a run here, bottom of the 7th, post 7th inning stretch. Ronnie Mauricio will lead off. He'll take his first AB of the day, coming in as a defensive replacement at third base. It has been a dreadful season for Jose Alvarado, coming back from the steroid suspension. Earned run average just under 6 over 29 innings pitched. If there's an opportunity for the Mets to do it here, they would do it right here with Kerkering and Duran looming for the 9th and 8th inning. First pitch to Mauricio. Sinker misses way outside for ball 1. Mauricio did not start today. Batting from the right side. The 1-0 sinker on the outer part of the plate. Ball and a strike. The 1-1. Cutter misses inside. Two and 1 to Mauricio. One from Alvarado. That sinker misses low and in, but it's called a strike. That will get overturned, so good challenge by Mauricio there. The Mets will retain their only challenge left. And it's 3-1. Alvarez on deck. Do you think the Mets can come back? If they got their heads out of their asses, that would be cool. Called strike on the inner part of the plate. That sinker. Count runs full. Reports are that Stearns turned that deal down. Swung on and missed at a fastball, and Mauricio is down on strikes, 1 out. Robert Jr. has been a negative defender for us. No, he wasn't. Just got hurt. Here's Alvarez. Alvarez doubled his last time up, scored a run. Caught at first pitch cutter, misses low and in for ball 1. 1-0 to Alvarez, sinker upstairs, and it's 2-0. To 2-0, sinker misses low and in, and it's 3-0 to Alvarez. Jared Young on deck. Three-0, sinker right down the middle for strike 1. Three one, sinker is fouled off into the right field crowd. Count runs full. There's Jared Young. Three two, swung on and missed, got him. So Alvarado falls behind 3-0, comes all the way back to strike out Alvarez, 2 out. That'll bring up Jared Young. Young was brought in to face a righty, now facing a lefty. First pitch called strike at the knees on a sinker. It's 0-1. Young struck out his last time up. The 0-1. Cutter misses outside for ball 1. The 1-1. Hit him on the elbow, and Jared Young is in a little bit of pain there. Seems to be okay, though. Wincing a little bit. Not sure where it got him. Maybe around the elbow guard. Mets have a 1-out base runner, a painful 1-out base runner. Oof, on the finger, top of the finger. Ow. That brings up Ewing. Ewing, his last time up as a pinch hitter. Game-tying 2-run homer. First pitch sinker at the top of the zone, in for a strike. 6th inning. Huge hit. Huge. As he just continues to contribute for this team. He calls time. First pinch hit home run by a Mets rookie since Travis Blankenhorn in 2021. Oh my God. The 0-1. Sinker misses low for ball 1. Tying run at first. The 1-1. Swinging bunt up the first base line. Alvarado pounces on it, throws to first. It's wide of Harper. It goes into right field. Jared Young will go to third as A.J. Ewing will go to second. It is second and third now for the Mets with 2 out. The Mets' 9th hit of the day. And now the tying and go-ahead runs are in scoring position for... Damn it. Why did I even get excited? Why is it always him? Like, please. There's no way you're going to be bringing this guy up. There's no way you're going to allow this guy to bat. There's no way. I mean, Lindor's the only one guy left on the bench. So they're really going to go to Beatty. Unfucking believable. Well, that ruins everything. Please, for the... Alvarado, just hit him, please. Stick your head over the plate. Rather, Andy Green pitch hit for this himself. Why is it always him? Why? Why is it always him? Please. Brett. First pitch. Cutter on the inside part of the plate. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Beatty's 0 for 4 in his career against Alvarado. 3 strikeouts. The 0-1. Sinker fouled off. Ruins my day every fucking time. Every time. Oh-2. Slash just foul. Down the third base line. That would have been a miracle, wouldn't it? Please. The 0-2. Cutter misses in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-2. Cutter misses outside for ball 2. Two-two, grounded right back to the pitcher. Easy hop for Alvarado. Flips it over to first, and that retires the side. So the Mets get more runners on. Can't score because Brett Beatty is garbage. We go to the 8th. 5-4 Philly. Why is it always him? Like, why is it always him? I can't, man. Fucking terrible player. He's a terrible baseball player. Fucking awful. And they're going to keep Senga back out there. Cool. This game's pretty much over. Should have pinch hit for Beatty. They should have. Only guy left on the bench was Lindor. Like, I don't get. Senga's still out there. First pitch fastball in there for strike to Marsh. Marsh is 2 for 3. RBI single in the third. Swings and misses. Foul tips that fork ball. It's quickly 0-2. Just don't get it. What do they see in him? Like, what do they see in this guy that you have seen for 5 fucking years? Probably walk Lindor. Maybe. The 0-2, grounded to the right side. Beatty picks it up, throws to first, 1 out. Why is he still in the game? I don't know. No clue. You think they pinch hit Lindor for Terrens? The problem is Alvarez is your DH, so you'd lose the DH if you do that. Lined the other way for a base hit into right field. Romuto has got a 1-out single. 10th hit of the day for the Phillies. Here's Stott. First pitch fastball. All to strike. No challenge. 0-1. Squares a bunt, pulls it away. Forkball misses down and in for ball 1. Lays off that forkball in the dirt. 2-1 to Stott. You lose the DH. What does that mean? The pitcher's going to have to bat if he's due up because you have nobody left on the bench. 2-1. Cutter fouled off. So whoever you bring in will have to bat. Whatever pitcher is in. Your pitcher will probably have to bat. Like, yeah. Senga now at 68 pitches, about to throw his 69th. 2-2 to Stott. Swings and misses. Got him with the fourth forkball. 2 out. Beatty is as bad as Simeon and Vientos, but doesn't get enough hate as he should. Simeon was a good player at one point. Beatty's never been good, so Vientos had 1 good year. Beatty just sucks. Here's Derek Hill. He bluffs a bunt, pulls it back. Slider misses down for ball 1. Derek Hill's hitless today, 0 for 3. Washington up 6-4 in Baltimore in the 9th inning. Miami down 2-1 in the 8th against St. Louis. Braves play later. The 1-0. Cutter misses outside in the dirt. 2-0 to Derek Hill. The 2-0. Grounded slowly. Senga off the mound. Fields it. Throws it over to first. And that retires the side. A hit and one left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-4. Simeon was never good for the Mets. Well, yeah. He actually was a good player at one point. Make sure to hit the like button if you guys haven't already. It would be greatly appreciated. Plenty of you in here who haven't. All right. Terens, Benj, and Soto due up for the Mets in the 8th. We'll see who pitches. It likely will be Kerkering, right? You'd have to think. Does a nice animation. Yeah, it does. You're right. All right, so Ryan Kerkering will come in to pitch the 8th. Phillies back into their bullpen. Duran in the 9th. As they are down by 1 run here in the 8th. Kerkering has had himself quite a season so far. 2.84 earned run average across 31 and 2.2 innings. Made 34 appearances this year. Here's Terens. Terens singled his last time up. He's 1 for 3 on the day. That's down a run here in the 8th. Sinker misses high and in for ball 1. Terens does have a hit in his career against Kerkering. Whoa, sweet, lays off that sweeper outside. 2-0 to Terens. Sinker fouled off into the crowd. Two one to Terens. Fastball misses up and in. For ball 3. Benj on deck. 3-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Count runs full. 3-2 to Terens. That fastball misses completely upstairs for ball 4. And the Mets have the tying run at first to lead off this inning. Top of the order now. Big chance. That'll bring up Benj. Benj has driven in 2 runs today. First pitch fastball misses outside for ball 1. Drove one in on a fielder's choice. In the 6th, in the 5th, an RBI single to get the Mets on the board. 1 for 4 on the day. That sweeper catches the zone right there for ball 1. Strike 1, my bad. That sweeper nicks the outside part of the plate for strike 2. 1-2 to Benj. The 1-2 fastball misses upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's Lindor, the only bat left on the bench. We'll see, maybe he does get a plate appearance. I don't know. That ball is lifted, foul, as he fights that one off. Two-two to Benj. Driven out to right field. It'll stay up for Derek Hill. Comes in to his right, makes the catch. 1 out. That'll bring up Soto. Soto's 1 for 2. He's walked twice. The 1-2, check swing foul into the third base corner on a breaking ball, and it's 0-1. The 0-1, breaking ball misses low and in for ball 1. Kerkering having a little bit of trouble with his breaking stuff. 1-1 to Soto. Breaking ball misses outside for ball 2. Two one. Sinker bounced in the dirt. Ball 3. Bichette on deck. As Soto calls time. Three one. Breaking ball misses high and away for ball 4. Soto is on his 3rd walk of the day. 2 on, 1 out. Here comes Bo Bichette. Big spot here. Mets are 2 for 14 with runners in scoring position today. Not great. Could really benefit from a clutch hit from Bo. That was what he's brought in for. That fastball is low and away and in the dirt. Nobody up in the bullpen for the Phillies yet, but it likely will be Duran. The 1-0. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Bichette. And Kirkering steps off the mound. Looks like we'll get a visit from Real Muto. Pitchcom issue, maybe. Perhaps. Yep. Pitchcom issue seems to be solved as Kirkering gets back on the mound. It's a 2-0 count to Bichette. Runners at first and second with 1 out. It's down a run here in the 8th. The 2-0. That sinker misses down and away for ball 3. Mauricio on deck. The 3-0. Fastball misses outside for ball 4. So the Mets, bases are loaded once again with 1 out here. That'll bring up Mauricio. Mauricio came in as a defensive substitution in the 6th inning and batted in the 7th, struck out. Now in a big spot here, bases loaded. First pitch. Sweeper sits high. 1-0. The 1-0 popped up on the infield. Infield fly rule will be called. Bryson Stott shading his eyes. Makes the catch, 2 out. Lovely. Mets now go to 2 for 15 with runners in scoring position today. Here's Alvarez. Alvarez is 1 for 4 on this game. Doubled in the 6th. Scored a run. In a big spot here. 1 for 3 in his career against Kirkering. First pitch, breaking ball, sits high for ball 1. The 1-0 just clips the top of the zone for strike 1. 1-1 to Alvarez. Not even a sac fly. Yep. Sounds about right. Swings and misses at that inside sinker. 1-2 to Alvarez. He calls time. Kirkering sets the 1-2, swung on and missed, got him with the high fastball as the Mets strand them loaded with 1 out. They are now 2 for 16 with runners in scoring position on the day. We go to the 9th. Mets down a run. Still. Unbelievable. What's going on, Jessica? This team has to be bottom 3 in sacrificing runners over. Probably just in sac flies in general. Every freaking at bat, nothing. Yeah, pretty much. Bunch of losers. Has to take a strike there, and he didn't. Back at Citi Field for the 9th. Senga's still out there? Whatever. Leave him out there. Who gives a shit? Are you a back pocket wallet guy? Too many man purses these days? It's usually my side pocket if I have my wallet on me. What is he swinging at? Basically just doing what Alvarez does. He just stinks. Popped up in shallow left field. Soto comes in, makes the catch. 1 out. Do I wear jeans? No. Not usually jeans guy. Definitely not. Over 3 hours here, guys. Make sure to hit the like button if you have not already. Be greatly appreciated. Here's Trey Turner. Fastball misses inside. Torrens is going to challenge. He's not going to get it. And the Mets will run out of challenges. You pitch somebody with poor pitch recognition, poor plate discipline. I feel like Alvarez will never figure that part out. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty underwhelmed by him. I just don't think he's very smart of a ball player at all. I mean, 1-0. Fastball misses up and in. 2-0. To Turner. Cutter clips the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Senga 76 pitches. 2-1. Cutter is fouled down the third base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot. A lot. 2-2. Little flare behind shortstop. Bo Bichette backs up, makes the catch. 2 out. Here's Schwarber. Schwarber gave the Phillies the lead in the 7th inning against Senga. The only blemish so far for the right-hander. And they've had the lead ever since. The Mets constantly screwing up with runners in scoring position. Did they win yesterday? Yes, they did. First pitch. Grounded foul down the first base line. Was Schwarber's 30th home run of the year. The 0-1. Bounced on the ground to first. That's a fair ball. Jared Young flips it over to Senga. That retires the side. 1-2-3 inning for Senga as his day is likely done after 5 innings in relief. The Mets find themselves down a run in the bottom of the 9th. Last chance. It's all Mendoza's fault. It's not all Mendoza's fault, but he definitely wasn't part of the solution. Make sure to hit the like button, guys, if you aren't. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. We are live for every single game for play-by-play. Should stream the World Cup instead. Nope, we're stuck with this goddamn team. Jaron Duran will come in. We'll face Young, Ewing, and then Beatty. How do you think the Rangers did at the draft? The New York Rangers? To be honest, I thought they did okay, but I don't trust them enough. If you're talking about the Texas Rangers, they won. 15 left on base. Yep, you're right. 2 for 16 with runners in scoring position today. Now they get to face one of the best relievers in all of baseball, so good luck with that. Yohan Duran having himself a phenomenal season, one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball. He is 20 for 21 in save opportunities this year. This is his 30th appearance, 1.63 earned run average. Here's Jared Young. He was hit by the pitch his last time up, came in as a pinch hitter for Vientos in the 6th inning. Turn your cap into a rally cap. Would it really work, though? All right. Duran sets. First pitch. Fastball up and in at 100 miles an hour. 1-0. The 1-0 swung on and missed at that high fastball for strike one. Mets are 7-14 this year in one-run games. That curveball misses in the dirt. 2-1. The 2-1. Fastball misses inside. 3-1. Ewing on deck. 3-1 from Duran. Popped up. Turner drifting back. Makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Ewing. Ewing's 2 for 2. Tied the game in the 6th inning with a 2-run homer, his 4th of the year. Now steps in here against Duran, who does have a hit against in his career. First pitch. Splinker outside for ball 1. That splitter's fouled off. Ball and a strike. The 1-1 just clips the outside corner of the plate. Mets do not have any challenges. That probably wouldn't have been overturned anyway. 1-2 to Ewing. Knuckle curve misses low. Ball 2. Two-two pitch. Fastball misses outside. Drives the count full. Beatty on deck. Lovely. Three-two. Bounce slowly to second base. Stott comes in, flips it over to first. 2 out. And that's now down to their final out of the day. Here's Beatty. Final hope for the Mets here in the 9th. Down a run. First pitch fastball misses outside for ball 1. One zero. Splitter just got a piece of it. At least it was a great stream. Thank you. 1-1. Fastball misses low and in for ball 2. There's Lindor. Doesn't look like he's going to get an AB in this game. The 2-1. Splitter misses outside for ball 3. Terren's on deck. The 3-1. Swing and a miss at that splitter. The 3-2. Fastball misses low and in for ball 4. That's the 3rd walk of the day for Beatty. And the Mets have the tying run on. Good AB there from Beatty. Very rare occurrence because, again, he's fucking terrible. Here's Terren's. Terren's is 2 for 4 in his career against Duran, so I guess there's something there. It's down to their final out here in the 9th. Terren's is 1 for 3, walked his last time up. First pitch splitter misses low for ball 1. The 1-0, check swing, tapper, splitter goes foul. Ball and a strike. The 1-1. Lined into right field. That'll stay up for Hill. He makes the catch, and that'll do it. The Mets drop the series finale to the Phillies. 5-4. Kodai Senga in long relief. The one blemish ends up losing them the game. However, on the other side, the Mets go 2 for 16 with runners in scoring position. They leave 14 men on base, which is not going to get the job done. And they fall short here in this final game. They are now 1-2 in the Andy Green era. Played a little bit more sound baseball, I guess, in this series, but still just not good enough as the Mets now fall right back to 14 games under 500. The Phillies go to 10 games over 500. as they remain in playoff position. Cioniel Perez with a good first inning. Myers, a little shaky for 3 innings. And then Senga, 5 innings, gets the loss. Goes up to 0-7 on the season. Multi-hit games from Taylor, Ewing, but it just wasn't enough. Back to 14 games under 500, and that'll be the ball game. So, guys, tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern Time, we will be live for the Mets Weekly Podcast, recapping the series, previewing the series in Toronto coming up. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's watch-along stream. Make sure to subscribe to the Mets Weekly YouTube channel. Turn on those post notifications to know when we go live. For those of you watching on playback, you want to join the conversation in the future, turn on the post notifications, like I said. And we will be live for the next game. Make sure to follow Mets Weekly on X and on TikTok. Follow all of us individually. The links are in the description. Let's go Mets, and we will see you guys next time.